next edition of Live. I want people to understand that you see, the walk with God, right, is a relationship type. It is not a religion type. You see, what I discover is you have a lot of people that wants to analyze God through, just the Bible and only the Bible. But you have to also see that you have to know God one-on-one. You have to talk with God. Now, talking with God requires you to put an effort on a daily basis in order for you to grow so that you can understand His ways. And of course, there are so many things that God can talk to you that you might not understand, and He will show you in different ways. So, God's ways is not the people's ways. If you develop a relationship with God, know that you as a human being, you are not perfect. And that, of course, mistakes will come. However, those mistakes is only going to be used for good because you're going to learn from those mistakes, right? You cannot be right about everything. That is 100% facts. If you think you can be right about everything, then you would not be here on earth, right? So in knowing that, you have to understand that God is there. Some people try to analyze God through religion, through the person said this and the person said that, so it means that God is going to be out of their life. That's not how God perceives things. Like I said, God uses those who people have rejected because He wants to show His true might. He uses those who put in effort to do things because He sees that they are after His heart. You see what I'm saying? So if God sees that you try day in and day out to grow with the relationship with God, He's going to bless you in uncountable ways. You see, finance is one of the blessings, right? Being favored is one of the blessings. Being protected is also one of the blessings. You have to understand it is God that watches over people and watches over the world. Every single thing that is taking place, God is very much aware of. And He has all the controls in place. Understand this, that we are wrestling against not flesh and blood, but against principalities and entities. You see, the devil, right, has permission to use, so many people in the world due to the fact that there are levels of relationship. Even if you were very righteous, the devil can still, ask for permission from God to try to, disturb you from your destiny. This happened to Job. And we know the story of Job. This also took place with David, with Solomon, with so many of the other people. But just ask yourself, if you don't strive to achieve, to motivate, to elevate, to innovate, how would you be able to evolve, right? Remember, it's the passion of Christ. You have to have a passion, right? The passion gives you the drive. And a lot of times, people are not understanding what the passion is about because maybe they're afraid of, what they're going to say or what they think. But understand that there's levels of power and that you see emotions is something that connects with your soul because it's a symptom of your souls. That is how your soul tells you you're feeling this, you're feeling that, or this is good, or this is not good. You understand? So if God placed himself in us and he told us that we should be connected to him, then we need to understand that there is potential. And in order for you to feel God, that is an emotion that you are feeling. You're feeling the presence of God. So people can get it mixed up and say, well, you're more emotional than, the Spirit of God. No. Emotions is the symptoms of the Spirit, how the Spirit is feeling. And that is a way of communication, right? And we all know. So a lot of people don't get that concept and they get it confused. And they're like, well, emotions is every day and stuff like that. But you feel, you have senses, right? Your 5 senses or your 6 senses. You have senses, and all these senses, right, give you information. It's an analysis, right? Reporting, oh, if you're cold, it will tell you you're cold. If you're feeling happy, it'll tell you you're feeling happy. If your senses are high enough to develop a strong energy, right, to be able to pick up energy, then it's going to tell you if, the person's energy is good or bad. That is your soul talking to you. And it has many ways to communicate with you. So have people understand this type of, situation, because that is how you balance your life, right? That is how you are able to maintain structure in this world and maintain a proper relationship with God. That's the only way, right? Remember, emotions, right, is the symptoms of the Spirit. All right. Have a great day. Bye now.